The secret about clearance is that money.
He's a man of means who means what he says.
We ship cars, we buy like salvage cars from here, then we can cut it into pieces, and then we can ship those parts to Africa.
Yes, today on the show, Canada-based Samuel Kariuki shares insights on how to run a successful shipping company abroad like a well-oiled machine.
Canada, in fact, watu wanachafuka hata kuliko Kenya. We get more dirtier than in Kenya.
And how he was able to overcome adversity.
It was a long journey before nifike hapa niko. I've gone through a lot. Mpaka kulala kwa street, mpaka kurudishwa nyumbani.
Thank you, Samuel. We interacted with you. You got a godown?
It's a yard.
It's a yard.
Yeah, it's a loading yard.
It's a loading. So tell us what happens at that yard.
So basically what we do is we have a business that is called Northward Logistics Solutions. We ship cars, we buy like salvage cars from here. Then we can cut it into pieces, and then we can ship those parts to Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, the whole of West Africa, and the whole of East Africa. Also, we deal with Kenyans, like the Kenyans in British Columbia.
Okay.
What I do basically also on that part is that Kenyans, they have their stuff they want to ship at home. They have their clothes, they have their TVs, they have their fridges. So I have created a WhatsApp group. And then this WhatsApp group is the means of communication between me and my clients. Instead of dealing with an individual, I deal with through the WhatsApp group. So if I plan to load, I'll communicate and say, on this date we are loading container, and then start bringing your stuff on that specific date.
So you specialize in car parts?
Yes.
At the same time, household goods?
Household goods, yeah.
Watu wanataka kutuma mizigo yao nyumbani?
Yes, wanataka kutuma mizigo yao na watumia.
Yeah, so how do you get these car parts? You said the salvaged cars. Explain to us what does that
so
mean?
We have a insurance company here, insurance agent here. It's called ICBC. I have an online account with them because I have a yard. So if a car has an accident, I'll just go on the internet, I'll open their website. Then the highest bidder wins the car. So I'll value the damage. I'll see what is the most nice thing that I can get from that car. If it's the engine, I'll bid the car on the amount that I think is worth. Then I'll buy the car and I'll come and I'll cut it into pieces. Then I'll take what is important. What is not important, I'll just scrap it. Yeah.
So what made you venture into this? Is it because there was demand in Kenya for Canada?
Even it didn't come in my mind. I saw one of my friends doing that business, and I was like, does anyone ship stuff from Canada to Kenya? And they said the only part they do is only in Toronto. So I was like, can I try this business? And then I decided to try. And I contacted some people, and some people, they said, oh, it's a good idea. But Kenyans were very scared of me because they said, oh, look at this boy, look at his dreadlocks. So what I did was, nikafanya first trial, nikatuma container, lakini haikujaa, ikanda half. Watu hawakushow up because it was the first time. So that time, ilibidi nijazilie na mattresses, of which it costed me a lot of money. I needed like 800,000. No, 8,000 US dollars. That is almost $1 million Kenya shillings loss. Loss? Yes.
$8,000. That's about $1 million Kenya shillings.
But now the advantage was that I got a favor. Mungu akanisaidia. Vitu zikafika salama. Hata zilienda na 30 days. Tuka clear. Sasa watu wakaanza kuspread gospel. Vitu zilifika. I had to begin somewhere. Na bado unajua profit inapelekananga na hasara. So I had to go loss. Enyewe hiyo pesa hata nilikopa. Lakini eventually nikakuja nikapata pesa na nikalipa. Then after that, hata ilibidi sasa the next container niache vitu because ilikuwa sasa demand ikawa kubwa. I got a very nice agent mwenye alinifanyia kazi mzuri. Then nikatuma, akafanya biashara vizuri, aka clear within 2 days. In fact, my container takes only 2 days because once the container leaves here, the first thing I'll do is to send the agent hizo packaging list. Agent ataanza kuziprocess. Ataziprocess. By the time container may arrive, atakuwa ameshaenda kwa KRA, amepeana list, watu kile kitu wanafanya tu ni verification. Wanafungua, wana verify, ulituambia uko na hii na hii na hii. And that's it. 2 days, container is gone. The secret about clearance is that money. They tell you, this watch, I'm charging you 100 Kenya shillings. You give them 100 Kenya shillings, amtasumbuana. But that's why wakikwambia ni 100 Kenya shillings and then you want to pay 50, then they will say, okay, stay with your 50 shillings and me, I'll stay with your watch. When you get 100 Kenya shillings, come and pay, then you take your stuff. So mimi KRA, if nikisikia ati they want this is the amount we are clearing, I give them that amount. And then the agent, he always send me all the expenses. Then I'll see how much they charge. It's not that he tells me word of mouth. He usually show it to me, yeah.
So, but between here, Vancouver and Nairobi, how many days does it take on shipping?
Maximum 45 days.
45
yeah,
days?
Yeah, maximum 45 days, but it depends with the shipping line. Some shipping lines take quicker, and some shipping lines, they have more transits, so they take long. Yeah, but maximum is 45 days. We are in Mombasa Road,
Mlolongo.
Yeah, yeah. So once the staff arrive in Kenya, they get a phone call. Most of them know because we've been doing with them. So once they get a phone call, oh, your goods zimefika, wanajua tu.
Car parts, which are the most popular among Kenyans, your Kenyan clients?
Most popular parts the Kenyans they deal with is Toyotas, especially those NZE, those Toyotas, the Vitz. We have Vitz here, but Yaris, but we have them. They call them like in Kenya they have different names, and here they have different names, but they are the same cars. It's just the name change. Like we have a car that is called Kruger. Here it's called Highlander. But if you don't know about the names, you end up shipping the wrong parts. But like the Toyota Kruger, when you buy it here in Canada, they call it Highlander. But the parts
I've seen them, they're quite common.
Yeah,
Highlanders,
the Highlanders and Krugers in Kenya.
But which parts sell a lot? Is it the gearbox? Is it engine? Is it, what is it, lights?
The suspensions.
Suspensions.
The tires, the underneath, the bushes. All the underparts, those are the parts that sell.
They move very fast.
Yes, the brake parts, because the car, when the car have an accident here, most of them they have original parts from the manufacturer, and the disc, the brake pads, it's quite nice. New. Yeah, so the underparts, those hizo vitu za chini chini, hizi small parts, hizi my steering racket, tie rods.
What are some of the challenges that you go through? Because this doesn't seem to be a bed of roses.
Challenges, kitu ya kwanza ni weather. Weather. When it's snowing, they cannot deliver container to me because of the trucks. Zina slide sana. Kitu ya pili ni shipping lines, the prices. Wanashinda wakiongeza bei. Sometimes unakaa wanaongeza bei. Kitu ya tatu ni watu sasa the price now. Watu wanataka nataka kulipa pesa kidogo, wala sina pesa, but now I manage. It was a long journey before nifike hapa niko. I've gone through a lot. Mpaka kulala kwa street. Umekanyaga Canada hivi, ule mtu anafaa kuchukua amezima simu. And then I had to sleep on the street. Yeah, for 2 days. And then after, na hiyo na bianga watu, wale watu wameruse hope. Mimi nikifika mahali niko, I've gone through a lot. Mpaka kurudishwa nyumbani, umefika airport hapa Vancouver. Unashikwa, unarudishwa Kenya na unapanda.
You've been deported before?
No, it's not deportation, it's called exclusion.
Exclusion.
Ukiingia Canada, wakiwa suspicious you don't have enough reason to be in this country, what they do is they exclude you. Wanakurudisha nyumbani, alafu wakaniban for like 1 year. But after that, sasa nikaweza kurudi. Sasa nikakuja nikiwa na stamina sasa.
Exclusion.
Inaitwa exclusion order.
But you were taken back home or you remained?
Yeah, I was taken with the same flight.
Where?
The same flight I came with.
And that was your first time here?
No, the first time I came to Canada was 2008.
2008.
Then I came the second time, that's when I was returned. Then I came the third time.
Again, what was the reason for being returned?
Because they said I don't have enough reason. They were not satisfied that you have the reason. Sababu yangu ya kukuja Canada, it doesn't make sense.
Ulikuwa umekuja na visa gani?
It was visitor visa for 10 years though. Lakini sasa communication na simu, anaona unaongea na mtu kwa simu, goodbye, naenda Canada. Hiyo excitement ndio inaletanga shida. Ukikuja kama ni kuvisit, mapicha huko watu wanapiga mapicha at airport, naenda Canada, goodbye, good life. Once you get at the airport, wachukue simu yako waone. That is the reason itaonyesha you are here illegally.
Your intention
to
stay.
Go back. Yeah, it's not to go back.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so they sent me back, but Mungu akasaidia, then here we are.
So is it what you do for life, or you have other things you do?
No, I work at the shelter. I'm a resource worker. I deal with the homeless people. I usually go from 3 to 11. Na watu wametumia madawa, nawapea food, unawapea harm reduction kits, hizo vitu zote. So that is my full-time job. Okay. So this one is
side hustle.
Yeah, kudina wa Kenya wetu.
Yeah. Well done. You're a very resilient person. So you are telling people, don't think now Canada is a land of milk and honey, literally speaking, as people believe. You land and atitabu zako zote zimeisha.
And then people, when they come here, they just think Canada is a walk in the park. Ati umekanyaga Canada, umekuja umepata pesa, umewekewa hivi. Canada, in fact, watu wanachafuka hata kuliko Kenya. We get more dirtier than in Kenya. Na Canada is moving every day, moving. If you don't move, you are gone. You
find yourself on the streets.
Hakuna mtu atakupea nyumba bure. Everything here is bills. It's paid. Bills. Every month. Kila time ukikaa, lipa. But now you get everything that you want. Yeah, you'll get everything that you want. Yeah.
So if you work hard, the system is rewarding.
It's rewarding you. If you don't work hard, you won't get nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well done. In fact, that's quite encouraging, Samuel. Yeah. And as we wind up, we want to thank you for sharing your story. But maybe your parting shot, what kind of advice can you give to Kenyans? I know you've talked so much, but is there a parting shot you can share while looking at the camera?
What I can do is, or I can say, I'd like to tell all the Kenyans that, especially wale watu wako na age yangu, don't ever lose hope. Ukienda atione mahali umekwama, usipotee ama useme I give up. Jaribu, try again and try again and try again, and you're gonna get there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Keep trying. And you're gonna get there.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing your story, Alex, Samuel, on Daring Abroad, and you've inspired so many.
Asante sana. Yeah, karibu.
Many thanks to Samuel and to Mr. Chamwada himself for that inspiring story from Canada. And that is how we wrap up the show today. On behalf of the team responsible for this week's episode, we say many thanks for watching, and let's do this again next time.